Hey everyone, it's Megan here, and today's tutorial is inspired by one of my all-time favorite TV shows and favorite characters, Emma Swan from ABC's Once Upon a Time. Thankfully, Impress Art makes some pretty awesome stuff to make recreating inspired jewelry from that show very, very simple. As you can see here, I have a picture of Emma and the jewelry that she's wearing, which I guess is a little bit difficult to see here, but you can see she has a little swan pendant and a kind of circle pendant that she wears in the show. And when the show, actually during first season, I received the swan pendant from, this is actually from Pyrrha, Pyrrha Jewelry is who made the version of this necklace, and so I wanted to create the other part today. So thankfully, like I said, Impress Art makes it really easy. This is one of their soft strike bases, basically, that you can just metal stamp on. Really very simple and easy. And however, the necklace, when I look it up online, it actually doesn't have anything metal stamped into it or anything on it. It's just the ring. And you can see, I mean, it's actually very close, and it's actually even close, like, size-wise to the difference of the necklace as well. So I got lucky, and Impress Art actually had sent me this to play with, and I'm like, oh, this is exciting. This is going to be awesome. Impress Art actually has all new stuff coming out with their new release as well. They actually have some new soft strike pewter shapes, so they all already have like holes and stuff in them. This really cute feather. This, I love this. This has a little, it's really hard to see in the picture, but it has a little heart at the end, and then you could stamp like your word of the year, kind of like what I was making earlier this year in them, in the teardrop shape. And this reminds me of Star Trek, which I'm like, hello, that's awesome. So I can't wait to get some of this stuff. This is their new, I guess, kind of press release kit that they sent me. So there's all new alchemy shapes, which are just a great soft strike material. And then there's also a brand new ergonomic hammer, and then I still can't wait. I gotta get the lollipop set very soon. I'm gonna stop rambling, but this is actually basically it's a punch for your metal pieces to put the holes into it, because as you can see, it's got the holes in the ring. You can kind of zoom in. There's little holes with jump rings in it, so it's not like a loose, whatever, you know, I think you know what I'm trying to say. So basically what I want to do with this, I'm going to split open my necklace, okay? So I have a necklace charm here, so I'm going, or chain here, it already has the clasp on it. So I'm going to find where the center of it is, the center one that hangs down. So if you hold it out, there's going to be, there should be one that hangs the lowest, which is the center. And that is this one. And I'm going to open it up. Okay, and then what that leaves me with are two, like the way this chain is. I'll just show you really quickly, hopefully up close. It leaves me with two tiny little mini jump rings at the very end. They're just really tiny and small. So I'm going to have to attach two other rings to that at the end. But what I want to do, I'm going to lay this out. Kind of flat. And I just want to kind of see where they almost, I don't want to say naturally fall, but where they kind of fall, that it looks about right to me. And then what I'm going to do is take a black fine point Sharpie marker, and I'm just going to kind of dot in the center at each spot where I kind of want it to fall and where it looks like it makes sense for the necklace. All right, now I have two sizes here. There's a larger and a smaller hole punch, I guess you could say. Just going to use the real tiny one, which is on this end. All right, and basically what I'm going to do is just line it up right inside that the black You can just kind of see where my black dot is, goes on there. And you just swirl it into place. Okay, it's a very easy tool to use. You just twist it until it goes through your jewelry piece. And it locks in and it just cuts right on through. And it's not a hard punch action or anything like that at all. It's very easy, especially with the alchemy pieces, which is what this is. And you can see I have my hole perfectly in there, okay? And I'm gonna do the other side. Now, you could use one of the Impress Arts texture hammers on it if you wanted to. But what I thought I would do with it, with the alchemy, I really like the way just a soft little nail file swipe over it looks. It gives it a little bit of, I don't know, just interest. Roughs it up a little bit without taking away anything, and it also smooths off like any edges that would be for like when you punch through, sometimes a little bit of snag would happen, and it just smooths that right out. So I just like the way that looks, but I don't go overkill. So just a little bit. See that? On there with the nail buffer. All right, now I'm just gonna grab my two little jump rings, and these are the two little like pieces of metal that come through from the hole punch. Pretty easy. Just throw them away. Okay, so I have two jump rings here, and with jump rings, if you've watched my tutorials on any jewelry making before, you just grab it with one set of pliers and you just kind of twist it open a little bit. See, it kind of goes open in a twist. Instead of pulling it apart this way, you twist it this way. All right, so I told you there was tiny little jump rings here on the end. You're just going to plop that through. And these jump rings may be too large. If that's the case, oh no, they're fine. All right, and then feed it right on through. And then pinch it back together in place, just like that. You shouldn't have to do too much reshaping of it. But if you do, just give it a good little squeeze back together. All right. It's already like perfect. I'm so excited. This is awesome. I'm excited to wear it. I like going through the smaller things first. I just find it's easier because that is a really tiny little jump ring on this particular necklace that I picked out. Doesn't mean the one you pick out will be that small, but if you do have a smaller one, it's easier to go through the smaller thing and then feed it through the larger. And then I just pinch it back together. And then if I need to, I can turn it that both the openings are facing the back side of the necklace. Like that. Okay, and then that's also the back of where the hole punches are as well, but you can't really tell front from back, like if you're really worried about it. It doesn't necessarily matter. So now I can be my own Emma and wear this basically Once Upon a Time inspired necklace set, and it'll look something like that. Okay, so you can shorten or lengthen the charms as you need, but I am pretty darn excited, and I appreciate you guys sticking with a totally Megan nerded out version of of a Tuesday tutorial. If you guys enjoyed this, there's lots of paper crafting tutorials, scrapbook, card making, a lot of die cutting machine, Cricut, tutorials at AboveRubyStudio.com every single Tuesday. So I hope that you'll follow along, subscribe, and come check us out. Have an awesome day. Enjoy the moments. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching another Above Ruby Studio video. I am Megan Elizabeth, and I really hope that you go ahead and click that red subscribe button if you haven't already. Come on over to AboveRubyStudio.com, get in touch with me through the contact form at any time, and I will get right on back to you. 2 other channels you can go ahead and check out. Have an awesome day, and thanks again. Enjoy the moments.